I'm back. This is episode 3 of the Oregon Coast Chronicles. So, I've had a bit of an adventure this past week. Well, past month, really. I've been having some issues with my health that ultimately led me to go see my primary care doctor. He ordered some tests and I got them dealt with. Then I waited. And waited. And waited. I didn't hear back from him, so I called and was promised that his assistant would call me back. When she did, it wasn't the nurse from my old primary care doctor, it was from my new primary care doctor. The one I chose because my original one is leaving the practice. She told me to go to my local ER, since my preferred doctor is in Salem while I live on the coast, and get a CT scan done on my chest. So I figure it's going to be a go in, get a CT scan, get out type of thing. Yeah, right. I got into the ER, got checked in, then got told they were going to do all the same tests, plus a few more, just to be sure I still needed the CT scan. Yeah. They came back after I was in there for almost 2 hours and told me that none of the levels that had so concerned my primary care doctor were abnormal and asked me if I still wanted the CT scan. I just kind of stared at the nurse for a moment before saying yes. I'm glad I did. Turns out I got a mild case of pneumonia. Just boggles my mind that they couldn't just do what my doctor requested, that they had to do all of these tests to confirm what my doctor told them. And when it didn't, they were going to dismiss his concerns, and mine, and just have me leave without any consideration to what else has been going on for the past month. I vented about this on Facebook, and it was brought up that the hospital likely did their own tests so that they could get as much money from me as possible. Unfortunately, with the American health system the way it is, I'd say that's a distinct possibility. I've got medical plans in place where nothing comes out of my pocket, for which I'm very grateful. But I think of all those people who don't have what I do, who are faced with the very real dilemma of, do I go to the hospital for this life-threatening injury, or do I pay rent? And ask myself, why can't we have a more centralized method of healthcare like so many other countries in the world? I know the answer to that one, though. The American people have been fed so many lies about healthcare systems like that it makes them afraid to adopt one here. We tried to centralize with the Affordable Care Act, but it got gutted and really only helped a small fraction of people. For a while, it did help my husband and me, but overall it has caused almost as many problems as well as solutions for those who couldn't afford the insurance before it. Another reason we don't have a public healthcare system is because the insurance companies don't want to lose their profit margins. If we went to a centralized system, there would be no need for insurance for general purposes. They would lose a good chunk of their money, and some would be forced out of business because of that. So they continuously lobby Congress to keep from losing their power, as well as spreading the propaganda that a centralized health system doesn't work. I have long been a believer in the fact that everyone needs access to safe, affordable, and comprehensive health care, both physical and mental. People shouldn't have to decide between buying medications, buying groceries. They shouldn't need to debate with themselves over going to the doctor or paying rent. It's ridiculous. We need better healthcare all around. We need someone to step and say, hey, this isn't right. We need to follow the example of many of the world's first world nations and set up a comprehensive healthcare system like theirs. Will it happen? Probably not. We're too focused on the profit margin here in the U.S., which isn't necessarily a bad thing until it impacts the health of others. Then it becomes an issue. And right now, it's an issue. Okay guys, that's it for this week's vlog. If you like what you saw, give that like button a tap and hit subscribe if you're new to my channel. I do weekly vlogs, usually going live Friday mornings. Okay everyone, take care, have a wonderful week, and I will see you next time.